Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing the mid-year book Freakout tag. So I believe this tag has two creators, however I can only find one of them, Earl Grey Books. I will leave their channel link down below. And if somebody can tell me who the other creator is, for some reason I can't find the video. Someone tried to link it in their video, but when I clicked on it, it said the video was unavailable. So if you know who it is, please let me know so that I can also credit them. But let's get to it. So the first question is the best book that you've read so far, and that has to be Ray Bear by Jordan E. Fueko. I have been raving about this book since I read it, and it's so fucking good. It's so good. I think this might actually end up being my best books of 2021. So far, it is definitely the best book of the first half of the year. I've been doing a little bracket on my Instagram page, so we'll see if anything comes close to it. The second question is the best sequel that you've read all year, and I guess this counts. It's more like a series of companion novels, but I'm gonna go with A Duke by Default by Alyssa Cole because this was so fucking good. So much better than A Princess in Theory because there was no weird ass deception thingy. But so far, this is the best romance that I've read in 2021. So that is a huge compliment coming from me. Hi, editing Ray. What I actually should have said for that was The Dragon Republic. Why I suddenly forgot that it existed, I don't really know. Dragon Republic was my favorite book in the Poppy War trilogy, and I rated it higher than I rated A Duke by Default. So there's that. The next question is a new release that you haven't read yet but want to, and I'm gonna go with The Gilded Ones on that one. I think this came out in February, end of February. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And I'm really excited to get to it, but I have so many books that I need to read right now. I'm not gonna make any promises because, well, if you saw my mid-year check-in, then you know that I'm not really doing well on the goals that I set, so we're just not gonna do that. I'm just gonna read what I feel like reading, but I do wanna get to this at some point. The next question is most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and obviously I'm gonna say Redemptor by Jordan E. Fueko because it's the conclusion to Ray Bear, which I loved, and I do have an arc of this. I will be reading it very, very soon, and I just have to finish a couple other books first, but I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be so good. I can't wait to see how this concludes. And if you haven't yet read Ray Bear, you should definitely get on that because you're really missing out. It is a fantastic YA fantasy. Next question is biggest disappointment. I'm gonna have to go with Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed on that one. It just was not for me. I know that a lot of other people really love it, and I think they were able to take things away from it that I simply was not. I think this story is not direct in what it's trying to say, and for me to be a very direct person, I didn't like the way that it was done. So, unfortunately, that is my biggest disappointment so far this year. The next question is biggest surprise. I'm gonna take a positive perspective on this one and again go with A Duke by Default by Alyssa Cole because I was very pleasantly surprised by this because we all know that I struggle with romance. Next question is favorite new author, and I have a few. Alyssa Cole, obviously, Jordan E. Fueko, obviously, and I think I'm also gonna have to go with R.F. Kuang because I finally read the Poppy War trilogy and it was amazing. It made me feel a lot of things, and I'm so excited to hear that she has another book coming out. The next question is newest fictional crush, and at the moment I don't really have one. I like Tav and A Duke by Default, but not that much really. So I'm not gonna do a crush. Instead, I'm just gonna do just favorite fictional character, and it's Katai from the Poppy War. I love him so much. He's my favorite. Oh, okay, that was actually dumb because the next question is newest favorite character, which is still Katai, so. Okay, another favorite character that I have is Eve Brown from Actor Age Eve Brown. She's just so much sunshine, and I was really worried that I wasn't gonna like her. She is fabulous, and I adore her. Next is a book that made you cry, and I have to go with Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is the first book that made me cry in probably like 2 years, so that was a big deal. I also cried at the end of The Burning God, so that also counts. The next question is a book that made you happy, and I think all of the ones that I can think of at the moment are ones that I've already mentioned. So if I had to pick, I would choose Actor Age Eve Brown and Ray Bear. The next question is most beautiful book that you've bought so far this year, and I think I'm gonna go with We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. This cover is just really pretty, and the girl on the front looks like a badass. The next question is what books do you need to read by the end of the year, and there's a lot of them, so we're just not even gonna get into that. But I do definitely want to read We Hunt the Flame. I'll probably be doing that next month. I have to get to Upon a Burning Throne because I feel like I've been putting that one off for a little bit, plus the sequel's already out, so that has to happen. And City of Brass, because that trilogy might be complete already. I just feel like those are ones that I need to get done. But will I? who knows? And the last question is favorite book community member, and I think y'all already know the answer to this question. It's the same two people that I mention in every fucking video, Robin and Dasha. I'll leave their channels linked below if you don't follow them, but you follow me. I really don't know how. That doesn't make sense to me, so do that. All right, so those are all the questions for the mid-year book freakout tag. I am going to tag Robin, Dasha, Erica from Clean Read Mom, and that'll be it for now. Unless you see this video and you feel compelled to do it as well, then consider yourself tagged. So let me know if you have read any of the books that I mentioned, or if any are on your TBR, if you're excited to get to any of these. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.